John is just like every other 20-something-year-old in the world. Every morning at 6 a.m. sharp, his alarm rings and he hits the snooze button out of habit. 1 hour passes, John is still asleep. He's gonna be late for his job. His boss is gonna be angry, so John has no choice but to force himself to jump out of bed, run to the kitchen and grab a low-quality, filled with additives pastry from the supermarket before jumping in his car and driving straight to work. All of that for $15 an hour. Alexander used to be just like John, but now Alexander wakes up without an alarm. He opens his eyes when his body is ready. He walks out onto his terrace in Greece, the morning sun already warm on his skin, and sits down next to his girlfriend. There's fresh fruit on the table, good coffee, no rush. His phone buzzes. It's a payment notification. He glances at it, smiles, and puts the phone face down. He has nowhere to be. Nobody is waiting for him to show up. Alexander runs his day, not the other way around. Let me ask you a question. Do you know what's the difference between John and Alexander in that quick story? The reason Alexander has so much freedom is because he has what we call an online business. He makes sales even while he's asleep, even while he's at the gym, or when he's having a lovely breakfast with his girlfriend overlooking the sunrise from a Greek villa. He doesn't have any real commitments. He doesn't have to be at 9 a.m. sharp at work, otherwise his boss is gonna yell at him. I'm Fred, and if it's the first time you're watching my channel, I've made thousands of dollars a day in profit with my online business, and I come from the low middle class. Like, this isn't a rich kid who got lucky story. I was broke. I grew up broke. My parents were nurses, and we often didn't have money to just buy basic things. Like, there wouldn't be a single day I would not hear my parents complaining about the price of food, like lettuce or bread. If one store sold it for 10 cents more, it was the end of the world. And if you've grown up like me, you didn't have much money, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not fun. So the business model I want to share with you in this video can make you $10,000 per month as a one-person business, meaning it's not like a regular business where you'd need to spend tens of thousands of dollars. In reality, hundreds of thousands of dollars in startup capital just to start the business. It doesn't even guarantee it's gonna be a success. You can fail and then you have all that debt. It's insane. Nowadays, there is a much smarter way to make money. So what's this business model exactly? It's simple. We sell digital products on the internet, more precisely through YouTube. I've personally spoken to hundreds of people on Zoom calls. I'm talking about ambitious people from all ages, like literally underage teenagers, all the way from retirees, and there are people who were more ambitious than the average. They wanted to make money online, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month, even $100,000 a month. And what all these people had in common is that they wanted freedom. They didn't want to have to wake up, like to go work for someone else, and then pay a ridiculous amount of taxes and only get 2 weeks of vacations a year, and that's it. Then you do that again and again and again, and one day, if you're lucky, you can retire, and if you've done everything right, the government, depending on which country you live in, will give you a certain amount of money every month, a bit of social security, or if you've invested your whole life, you saved money every month to invest it in the stock market, now you can finally retire and live the kind of life you've always wanted. But the thing is, growing up in the low middle class, I grew up in France, and the mindset of people was basically, I'm gonna work my job even though I hate it, so I'm gonna work it until I retire at like 50, 55, 60 years old, probably like 60, 65 years old. 50 would be a bit young. And then the government will pay me 1,300 euros a month, which is basically like $1,500 per month. And then these people, of course, they've paid off their mortgage, their cars, etc. So then the goal is to just use that money to live, to finally do the things they've always wanted to do, to travel, to have fun, to be there with their family. But there's two flaws with that mentality, really. The first thing these people don't get is that not every year of your life is equal. I think it's pretty obvious that when you're 20 or 30 years old, in your 20s or 30s, you will have a lot more energy, you'll be able to do a lot more things than when you're 60 years old, 70 years old, and you're exhausted from a lifetime of work and problems and restraint. So really, if you do reach the age of retirement, which most people do, how much fun are you really gonna have? Not to mention, $1,500 a month or $2,000 a month if you're lucky, it's not that much money in this world. Like, maybe it is a lot of money if you are in a third world country. I completely understand that, there's no judgment here. But if you live in the Western world, you know that $2,000 a month buys you fucking shit. Like, you don't have a life with $2,000 a month. You just survive. But that's exactly what most people do. They survive. Even in places like the US where people typically make a lot more money than in Europe in general, I mean, there's taxes, and then the cost of living is typically very high. So at the end of the month, you don't really have much. I mean, again, I've spoken to hundreds of people on Zoom calls, and you wouldn't believe the amount of people who just live paycheck to paycheck every single month. And that's what they do until the day they retire. So why do we sell digital products instead of just physical products, for example? A physical product has inherent value. So that's the advantage of selling physical products. For example, say I'm selling a phone like this one. I ship it to you, you pay me, you got value from the phone, that's it. The only downside of selling digital products is that the value can be intangible. Like sometimes people feel like they buy it and then they feel like it's not worth the value, which is true of physical products too. But there's also the case where people buy it, they try to get you to refund them because they want to steal your product. Like there are some issues with digital products, just like with any other business. However, the pros of digital products far outweigh the negatives of digital products. There's only really one. The pros of digital products are that it's very high margin, so 90% profit. Now, if you run paid advertising to get sales, your profit is obviously going to be lower because you need to pay the ads. But if you use YouTube, for example, which is the best platform to do that, to drive all those organic free viewers into your funnel, into your page where you sell the product, you can keep 90 to 95% in profit. Like if you're doing this alone by yourself, you don't run ads, instead you make content on YouTube, just like this video I'm making for you right now, I mean, you can have 95% profit. If you hire a video editor, or maybe you pay for a couple softwares, you'll go down to 90% profit, but going below that will be extremely difficult. Like you'd have to really go out of your way to spend money to literally crush the profit margins. The same can't be said of other businesses. Like you will never find a single business with this many upsides and this little downsides. Honestly, I'm still waiting for somebody to give me that kind of business. The one that's better than digital products. Nobody has ever found it. Why? Because it simply doesn't exist. The other big pro of selling digital products is that you're literally gonna be getting paid, like you're gonna get sales even while you're asleep, even while you're walking on the beach with your girlfriend, even while you're having dinner with your family. And you spend money on the dinner, and then while you were having dinner, you're getting payment notifications telling you that you made more money than you spent on the dinner. Like, the level of freedom you reach when you sell automated digital products, it is insane. Like, truly, I wish that for you. And in fact, I had my first digital product sale at 21, and I sold basically a course for $997. And it's a pretty funny story, which I will honestly remember forever. I woke up, I think at 6 a.m. I was gonna get ready to do some deep work for like 45 minutes before I would drive myself to the gym. And I grabbed my phone and I saw a notification from Slack. Somebody had joined my Slack group. And for a moment I was like, how is that possible? Because the only way somebody can join my Slack group is if they bought my course. And then I was like, whoa, somebody bought my course? Like I had this realization in the moment. And I thought, oh, but it's probably too good to be true. You know, like, okay, somebody bought the course. I didn't know for how much because I only saw that somebody joined my group on my phone. And I thought, oh, they probably just took the lowest installment plan because I was selling it for a one-time payment of $997. But then I think I had a different payment plans, and I think the lowest was either $97 a month for 12 months or $67 a month. So in my mind at the time, I thought, surely the person just bought it for the cheapest price possible, because I had people messaging me and asking me like for the lowest price possible. So I thought, oh, it's another cheap ass person who bought it, and they're probably gonna ask for a refund, and they're probably gonna not pay the next parts of the installment. So I was like, it's probably just too good to be true. Of course, I felt the adrenaline still, you know, like it was pretty crazy because that was my first digital product sale. Like I resold some electronics on Amazon before, but it wasn't a business. Like I resold old stuff I didn't really use anymore, so I lost money. I didn't make money because used stuff always sells for less than new stuff, obviously. And so I open up my laptop, I go into system.io, which is the site I used to build my funnels and my course, etc. And I'm staring at the dashboard in complete disbelief. I see it on my screen, $997 while I was asleep. The sale happened around 4 a.m. for me. I was like, I couldn't even fucking believe it, to be honest with you. That was the best day of my life. And the person loved the product. Like, I had nothing to worry about. That was my first big online sale. My first $1,000 day at 21. Now, I'd be lying to you if I said that this money was consistent every day ever since that day. That wasn't true back then. I made it once, and then crickets. Then I had leads into my funnels, but nobody else really bought it. I had a couple people buy it on the lowest installment plan, or like I was trying to sell my course for $100 because I didn't really have enough traffic. What I didn't know at the time is I was selling it the wrong way. So the issue wasn't the product, because later on a lot more people bought it because I changed the sales funnel I was using, and more people bought it. Like I made over almost 40,000 US dollars by simply changing how I was selling it instead of changing the product itself. Like if you have a product right now and you're not getting many sales or any sales at all, your problem might not be your product. Your product might be actually quite amazing. The issue might be you're not getting enough people to see your product. Like if nobody knows you exist and that you have something to sell, I'm sure you can see how you're not going to make any money. Or the other problem could be that you're not selling it the right way. Maybe you should sell your product with a sales call funnel. Maybe you should sell your product via a webinar. Maybe it should be sold via a monthly recurring community. There's many different ways you can sell a digital product. There's a typical sales page, which I've found is the least good option. It works the least in my humble opinion from everything that I've tried. Then there's a sales call funnel. So instead of somebody buying, they book a call and the sale happens on the phone and you charge a lot more because you take all that time with them, etc. So that works amazing. This changed my life. I made a lot of money with that. And then they're selling like monthly communities on School, for example. That is amazing. I don't know what it is about School, but it's recurring income, so it's pretty great. And also, people trust the platform. They might not necessarily trust your website. So there's many factors that go into how you should sell your product. The other advantage of selling digital products is that they're literally insanely scalable. Like you only make it once and you can sell the same course for years. Now, if you make a course on something which needs to be updated often, for example, a course on a software, well, you might need to update the course more often. I think that goes without saying. But for 99% of people, if you make a course about pretty much anything on any topic, it's an evergreen topic. What I mean by evergreen is it's not something like a software which needs to be updated all the time. If you make a video on how to get abs, you can sell the same course for 10 years. Because in 10 years, the physiology of human bodies won't work the same way. Like, it's not going to be much different. If you make a course on cooking, on becoming more productive, you can sell it for years without modifying it. Like, think about how insane that is. And again, you only use your time one time to make the product, and then you can sell it thousands of times. You can make millions from it. And look, I've tried other businesses. I've tried affiliate marketing. I've tried dropshipping. I've tried all of these different things. And guess what? Nothing ever came close to selling digital products. Even when you are successful with dropshipping, I've spoken to very successful dropshippers. On average, they make between 5 to 20% profit. Do you hear that? 5 to 20% in profit. That's not a lot. It's very little. Like, honestly, do you think that's a lot? Let's do the math. You make $10,000 with digital products. Out of $10,000 you made, you would keep $9,500. Even if you have a team and fancy softwares, you would never go below 90% profit margins, which means that for every $10,000 you make, you keep $9,000. With dropshipping, it's a very different story. If you make $10,000, you'd be lucky to keep $500, that's 5% profit, all the way to $2,000 maximum, 20% profit. So you make $10,000 a month, wow, you're such a G. In reality, you make $1,000. Like seriously, you'd make more money working at McDonald's. So don't believe everything you see, especially online, especially about selling physical products, because profits are very small. You might be like, oh wow, you made $100,000 in a day, but then you learn it's 5% profit. Like sure, that'd be amazing, you know, because it's $100,000 a day, it's huge numbers. But I mean, it is hard enough to get to $10,000 a month with physical products. So imagine $100,000 in one day with physical products. You would need a gigantic ad budget, which guess what? 99.9% of beginners simply don't have. So you're trying to win a game which is literally impossible to win. Wake the fuck up. And then again, you have to ask yourself, what kind of lifestyle do you want? Like, what's the reason you want to start this business? I mean, everybody that I knew, me included, they didn't start a dropshipping business because they were passionate about selling a flat squeeze mop or a Japanese hoodie with something written on it. You don't even know what it means. Like, seriously, the first product I ever sold with dropshipping, back when I was still a broke high school student, It was a flat squeeze mop. Like seriously. We sold it for $50 and we lost all our money into Facebook ads. I say we because at the time I was doing it with somebody who was my friend and it was a fucking nightmare. We'd get our ad accounts banned like God knows how many times. It wasn't fun. And the profits were so small and the ads were eating up all our profit. Like we made no money, we lost money. And the same exact thing happened to 99% of people who tried dropshipping. So ask yourself, what kind of lifestyle do you want? Do you want to be waking up in a beautiful setting, going for a walk on the beach with your partner, having a lovely, healthy breakfast, maybe even having a maid who does all the cleaning for you so you don't have to bother with all this shit? Then you go to the gym, then you record a few videos, and you're making digital product sales on autopilot all the time. Or would you rather have 5 to 20% in profit and then you're spending all day answering customer complaints or customer emails? You wake up and every single day you're stressed beyond reason because you're wondering if your ad account hasn't been disabled yet again. And look, all the time that you spend trying to fix what's wrong in the business is time that you can't invest into making more money. Like you can't grow the business if you're always focusing on fixing what broke down in the business. It's like you're trying to fill a bucket, but there's holes in the bottom of the bucket. Like no matter how much water you pour in it, you're gonna just lose everything. You're never going to have a full bucket unless you plug the holes first. Now there's something I need to address quickly because a lot of people will say, okay, that sounds awesome, but it's a top 1% business model. So what do I mean by that? People think that selling courses or digital products, only the top 1% of creators can do it because they think you need to have a lot of followers, like at least 100,000 followers to 1 million plus followers. And they're right about something. The more followers you have, the more views and attention you gather, the more money you're gonna make. That is absolutely true. I'd be lying to you if I said the opposite. However, at the time I'm recording this video, I don't even have 6,000 YouTube subscribers. And yet, I've made a lot of money. Like on my best days, I've made $2,600 in one day. And it was mostly profit. In 48 hours, in fact, I literally made just under $4,300 in 48 hours. Most people in the world don't even make that kind of money per month with their jobs. I made it in 48 hours. Now, it wasn't every 48 hours I made the same amount of money. That's not how business works. But I'm showing you, would that have been possible for a 22-year-old back then? I'm 23 now. But would that have been possible for a 22-year-old working a regular job? Obviously not. So this is the best opportunity you'll ever have to make money and to get rich or financially free. So the question is, what are you waiting for to get started?